Hello, 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 Dan makes another game of League ranked. Just a little different though. This one's on my Smurf account. I don't really have a Smurf account, but that's it's my wife's account. I actually got banned, ladies and gentlemen. Boom, banned. I lost it. I was trying to get a plat already. I'm gold 1. I was in my promos for the last game, and yeah, I kind of lost it there because we should have won that game, and you always have to have that one oblivious character. You know, I don't even know if he was unranked or whatever. It was an Ez, and he got to me, man. He got to me. I couldn't do anything about it. Okay, correction. I could have done something, but I just ignored him. But you know, I'm trying to win. Get to plat already, and that was the one game away from plat. And he quit. He just quit. And it was because I was like, what the fuck you doing? That's actually what I put on there. And I didn't even like really diss him, but since I cursed, I guess he lost it and he left. And as soon as he left,
30 seconds until minions spawn.
He lost the game because it was obviously a 4v5. I mean, we were already losing anyway, so it was still gonna happen. That is kind of sucked ass. But yep, that's all it took this time. So I had to go to the Smurf account, which is literally my wife's account. She just doesn't play as much as I do. So, and so we're checking out.
Minions have spawned.
We're checking out. Garen in silver play. Alright, ladies and gents, this is Garen in silver, because she's a silver 5. So we'll see what happens here. On this account, I normally just play Garen, but I also don't want to lose practice with my Garen. So I may play Garen often. But this is more like another play Garen. In this game, though, I get, you know, fed by our jungler. I get fed, but is it in this game? I don't know. I think it is. Yeah, I think it is. I get fed, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and then that means Darius has no hope. I don't know if it's in this one or if it's in the other. I think it's in the other. It was versus a Cho that actually ended up happening. This one, this Evelyn was pretty decent, I want to say. So Garen versus Darius in silver. You don't want to take too much damage from the Darius because his passive is really stupid. Those stacks will get you. Those stacks don't give a shit who you are. Darius is technically one that can almost beat anybody as long as he's able to get those stacks in. So he gets those leading stacks practically, you know, at least in the early game. If you get really ahead of him, then it doesn't really matter too much. But in the very beginning, especially when he gets really tough early on, those stacks will hurt. And it all depends on the trades after that. How well can you trade with him? There's 2 moves that you want to avoid from him. One is the spin, because he heals him up. Then he spins, try to go in instead of out, because then it won't actually hit you with the blood stack. So that's a very key important point. That's one. You 2 is his grab. When he grabs you in, you want to make sure that he misses that move. Just because the slow is so long, I think it doesn't give you a bleed stack, but it's just the slow that he gives you. It's like insane. Because you can normally combo every time he does that. As soon as he pulls you in, there's a combo there, so you don't want him to do that. His spin to cut you and bleed, it's alright. That's usually part of the combo, but as long as he misses out on the other ones, you're good. Like right there, you know he's gonna do the combo. He's just trying to hit you so you can put the bleed in. As long as that doesn't hit, you're pretty good. As long as the little spin don't hit. If he has enough time to do the spin and everything else, as you notice, the bleed is... He wasn't doing enough damage, it was his bleed. The bleed is the one that got me in that trade up. So if you're gonna do a long trade with him, you better make sure you can outlast him. And a lot of Dariuses have that weakness, that they know that people respect that so much, that they can kind of do whatever they want. But what they don't know is that this Garen, after a while, doesn't give a shit if you give him the bleed because he has so much health. Best counter for bleed is actually health, having a shitload of health. You have some health and you got some armor, and you should be fine versus his bleed. So there's two ways of taking it. One is getting a lot of health and armor, and two is getting a lot of health and AD. Those are the two best ways. The third way, I guess you could say, is just getting straight up killing power. So you don't let him stack. You kill him before the stack, and you don't let him. So, but with this Garen here, if you build up HP, armor, build up HP, I don't know if you said that. I already had that in the bag, I was just waiting. But since she decided to come in, I always wanted to make sure that he was dead. I think he saw her. I don't know if he was worried, but he kind of knew he was backing off, so I think he saw her. Anyway, yeah. So if you have a bunch of HP, and armor and AD, he's gonna fall. It's very easy. If you just have armor and AD, he might still be able to kill you just because of the bleed. If you have low HP, he's gonna kill you. The bleed is too strong. Plus, his hits are actually pretty tough. So he's a little bit like Chode. The main thing about Chode is that if you have a bunch of HP, it makes it so hard for Chode to kill you. Even with his ult. And that's actually going to be another one of the videos that I'm going to be posting up probably later on today, so you guys can see how that works out. But yeah, Darius is actually kind of easy to fight. It's just very meticulous. You know, very slow. You kind of know you gotta wait until he does something, or until you get the building you need to get in order to beat his whatever he's trying to do. So if he's going AD like the majority normally do, you want to, if you're Garen, you want to put some armor. If he puts armor, you win that trade, by the way. There you go. You're gonna time it right. You're gonna get hit. Look at the trade. I already won that trade. Wait till you, and then you get hit. Because he can't last in trades with you. Try not to get the fifth though. But I have enough pots, enough health. So see, look at the trade. He won that trade though. just because he has that 5. If you're able to not get hit 5 times by him and just go in for a quick trade, you should be able to win that every time. Now, the reason yeah, he missed it. That's actually pretty good on my end. Told you. As long as he doesn't get those 5 in, you're good. You win that trade all the time. Now, the reason I put on Sunfire Cape is because it's very effective versus a Darius that wants to get in and out. Every time he gets in, he's going to get punished. And if he decides to fight you, he's going to get punished with that flame that you got going on. So, plus the health it gives you, it's actually pretty decent. You always want to make sure that as you're fighting him, you always keep track of this bleed moment. I need just a little bit more gold up there. And one of the things about Darius and Garen is whoever kind of gets ahead, normally the match ends up snowballing after that. Like, it's really hard for Garen to come back if Darius would have gotten his first kill. But then it's kind of easy for Garen to kind of just completely eradicate him once he gets the lead. Now there is also a Yi. One of the biggest things of your top lane is always be on the lookout on a 1v3. So you want to kind of build, but you always try it for a 1v2. So you always want to build against the jungler, especially here in solo queue. So what you're trying to do is take out top and jungler at the same time. So if they both decide to gank you, you kick both of their asses.
Red team's turret has been
as long as I don't get hit by all of them, my trades will always be better than his. Look at that. And what he's going to try to do is he's going to try to make sure that he hits me with that. If he hits me with that, he's going to be able to heal up. And he's cost those 3 minutes. See how he missed that? I'm trying to get some fun. You want to get in on that. Yep. You're able to time that perfectly right. Look at that. He's spamming it now. He's spamming that spin now. So he has to get me on. If not, it's going to be such a huge difference. He's waiting until he gets to that. Late. It becomes so easy after that. Like, I have almost full health. That has to suck. That has to be one of the worst ways of going out. Like, you can't do anything anymore. You kind of zero it out. You still have to respect the fact that you can't just go all gangster and then someone just quit on their team. I mean, I am 3-0. Everyone's 4-0, so he's TPing in. Damn, man, these guys are so aggressive. I forgot he did that. So I'm 2 levels above him. I still need to go get another item. Like, so you want to be able to fight a 2v1. If you're able to fight a 2v1, which is fine. Your CS is better than mine, but at this point, it doesn't really matter too much. It's already way behind. And look at that, I got technically an item and a half. I mean, that's technically 2 full items, but like, why not start with Black Cleaver? Because the Black Cleaver is like decent, but it's not the best for the current team. If you try to out damage the Darius, he will out damage it at first. He scales better as an attacker than he does as a defensive. See if he gets that bleeding. See, that bleeding makes it even. And I'm like way ahead and it makes it even. But even then, it doesn't make it completely even because my regeneration is what kind of cancels that.
Destroyed.
Now he runs to that? You saw that? You saw that little juke? I don't think I would have been able to get there in time. Because I don't think I had my ult. I do have that. This one's fun. Even she ignited. She ignited him on that one. I didn't. I didn't have it. Really good jammer. Good job, jammer. I don't know if you. I don't know if you subbed, but good job. Shout out to the Eve though too, because she's been wrecking shots with 5-0-3, Kate's 1-0-3, and Jana's 3-0-3. So I mean, Hammerdonger did all right again. I mean, he didn't get hurt. But as you see, I don't even know where Darius is at. He just doesn't come out. Took their whole entire jungle. I think here I get a few more kills. Oh, they do see me. I don't know why they kept fighting. Two Qs. What you got? I don't even have, okay, I don't even notice I didn't put in black for any AD item for it, and I'm doing damage. Not just because I'm ahead in levels, and Garen's overall base damage is actually pretty decent. I mean, it's not that good though when you come in comparison to a bunch of other top laners, but it's good enough to where if you tank up with an item that already does damage every time they do damage to you, the accumulation is just too much damage. So they say spin the wheel. So the items I'm putting on are very defensive. Just like I said, my plan was to fight two people at once, which was Darius and me. Varus is AD and so is Vayne, so that actually helps out even more. My job is not to chase them down, my job is to allow them to come to me and hit me. So, Sunfire Cape is great. If there's two of them around me, I'm technically hitting two people at the same time, especially if I'm spinning. So I'm fighting two people at once. And if they're hitting me and I got Thorn Mail on, I'm once again fighting two people at the same time. Or like I don't have to worry about it. You got a few minions on me, or
Red team's turret has been destroyed. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Someone tried to open it. I think she did.
Rampage. Been destroyed.
I was actually gonna retreat there. This is how you know you're in silver, because you keep still fighting them, even though like, they could be taking. I didn't want to use my ulti, because I was trying to save it for someone else, but it didn't work.
Dominating. Red team's turret has been destroyed.
Trying to see if I can cheese it. She missed it. I should have known she can't hit me. And I still have no healing power. Oh, that's the other reason for the Thorn Mail. You know how Darius is? You significantly reduce that.
Sweet smell of science. Perhaps I should try.
You significantly reduce that. This is silver, by the way. This is perfect. I'm already silver 4 actually. And one day I got to silver 4 and I didn't even play all day. I did play, I want to say like maybe 1/4 or 1/3 of the day. I put in a few. I think I only lost twice. And that was one in promos. So look at that. 703, 715, 626, 115, 526. Great job all around. Can you give a shout out to me? A lot. Awesome. Alright. I'm up here. 1.7. You did decent. And PJ, you did awesome. Actually, you're 5, 10, 6. So, there in the end, Diamond was picking it up. So, good job. Kate kind of fell off, but he still did well by holding off and kind of tilting them. And Eve was the tilter. She tilted them just because Eve couldn't do shit. Great job, Eve, man. Eve, you get it. Yeah, thumbs up, thumbs up. So, like I said, this is the legendary Garen is just too tough, man. 7-0 and 3. Good God, this is retarded. Like, it's just fucking retarded how strong he is, and how easy silver kind of is. Like, you play a platinum, you notice that if you make an error, you normally get punished really harshly. But still, like, it's not that, like, they're not that good. It always depends on, like, team fights, and it still depends on the team fights and understanding how they do it. So team fighting, like, we didn't do any team fighting here, really. And we won the game, and that's what I want people to understand. Team fighting is actually a very complex part of the game. And a lot of people think that it's, like, the easiest part of the game. You are fucking kidding. If the pros can't even get it right, I mean, I don't know how many times I've said that, and I don't know how many videos I've done, but that's just ridiculous how hard a team fight is, knowing who to hit, understanding when they did their abilities, going in, going out, timing everything. That's like the most complex part of the game. And people just keep trying to do it for some reason. If you don't practice and you don't have a team or anything like that, try not to do team fights. Try to stay away from team fights and play to what you're strong at. So I'm 7-0 and 3. I just kept pushing my lane and pushing other lanes, and I almost never grouped. The reason was because you end up grouping, you make it easier for the opposition to come and take you down. A lot of people's like, well, no, you group, you can just steamroll. Well, if the team is shitty, then yes. If the team is actually kind of decent, no. They can hold it. And if they hold it long enough while you're split pushing, you're going to turn the tables. So I'm not going to put a game where I lost, but there was a game where I lost where we were winning, and as soon as I grouped up, we got demolished. And I was still tanky, it's just our team had no fucking team chemistry, and our team didn't know how to team fight. But we were winning before we grouped up, and it's okay if you can't team fight, that's fine. The whole point of the game is to win. Who cares about fucking team fighting? If you can't team fight, you can't team fight, and that's fine. Like, I just don't understand how some people just don't get that. Like, they get so angry because the game doesn't go in a certain way. That's what's beautiful about League of Legends. The game will never go a certain way. There's different aspects of the game. It's too volatile. Like, I don't want to say it's too realistic to real life, because it's not, because you have, like, fake characters, but it's realistic in the fact of how the game flows. In other words, it's not constant. It's like a game of chess. Like in checkers, everything has, like, certain things. This happens, this happens. This happens, this happens. Like, you can plan that shit out. You can kind of block each other is the idea. Like it'll come to a point to where it's like so even all the time. But in chess, anything can happen. You make a different move, all of a sudden you're in a whole completely different area. And that's how League of Legends happens. That's why it's almost like real life. Like in football, you play football or any type of sport. There's so many variables. Anything can happen. So, obviously the less professional you are, you start noticing that more things happen that they shouldn't happen, but they still happen. And even when you're in the professional, sometimes those things that are not supposed to happen still happen. And that's actually how the game goes, and that's what makes this game stand out. And that's where I need people to understand. If you're trying to climb up, you have to know these little things and play according to them. You have a certain strength, use your strength, don't worry about your weakness. It'll come as time goes on. But in this one, like you notice, my Garen was on a completely different level. I feel sorry for that Darius. I mean, he didn't know he was facing, a Plat 3. I was Plat 3 last season. I want to say I was Diamond, but I'm not. I'm a Diamond. I've beaten Diamonds before. My understanding of the game is somewhat decent. It's just my character that I end up using. Okay, so there are certain differences. Okay, each character does have, the better the skill level of the character, the stronger the character actually is. Just because you could do more with the character. So, for example, Ez. It's just, I don't want to diss on the Ez's, but those who know how to use Ez are fucking insane. And that's just because of the kit that Ez has. So I don't know if you've seen Ez in the pros, but when they use him appropriately and he gets a little bit of a lead and stuff like that, he just becomes insane. Like, nobody can kill him. He does too much damage up front. Doesn't matter if you're a fucking tank or you're not. He'll just fucking wear you out and kill you. That's how Ez is supposed to be used. So when you see a person that's in silver use Ez, you already know more than likely ain't gonna be that good. Unless, he's already, maybe that's a Smurf account or something, kind of like me. Just because his kit allows you to do more. And that's why they're called meta characters. Just because they're able to do more than other champions, just because of the skill level that is required for those things to shine. So Garen doesn't require a lot of skill, and I'll be first to admit that. But you still kind of have to understand the game and know how the game flows. So I don't know if you noticed what I was doing there. I said in the very beginning, whoever ends up winning between Darius and Garen usually ends up carrying it. Well, evidently that Darius didn't know that, because he should have been respecting me at that point. Once I got ahead, he should have backed off, but he didn't. And that's probably because he didn't know the difference. I don't know, dude. Let's check out what he was. I don't know what he was. Let me see. Let's find out. Oh, by the way, I always love Monster. So Monster, support me. Come on, Monster. Send me monsters. More free monsters. I don't care. Alright, let's check it out. Oh yeah, so what? Where's my perfect? Where's my perfect? Where's my perfect on here? How far am I gonna take this? I don't know. To be honest, oh, there it is. Perfect. No shit, they were all silver. Actually, that guy was silver 3. Alright, sorry. Sorry, sir, but yeah. Everybody has a bad game. Anyways, so hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, big shout out to Epic Flaw, Lintium, Amaki, and FJ. You guys did awesome. Keep it up. Keep playing that way. You should be able to get to gold soon enough. When you guys played there, you guys made a few mistakes that I noticed. That in a serious game it might end up giving you the L. But that should be, you guys know how to use your characters good enough to be able to get up there. If you guys are not Smurfs. Alright, so anyways, good fight. Oh, well, hopefully y'all enjoyed it. Oh, before that, always remember to give me a like. I mean, I don't do a lot of videos, but I do want to do more videos. I own a business myself, an electric company business. But yeah, give me a like, subscribe, tell your buddies about it. Hit the little notification icon. Comment. If you say hi, normally I will reply back. There's this one guy in my previous video said, "You want me to sub and you're like the silver 5?" Fool, this is the Smurf account, okay? I got banned on the other ones. I'm just letting you guys know. I curse a lot. I actually try to keep it to downloading these games because I don't want this one to get banned. And I don't really care about this one, so like, whatever happens. And maybe that's how I should think about the other one too. But the other one I put hours and sweat into it, blood and sweat and tears. So I want to get it plat. I want to get it a diamond this season. So yeah, I'm not gonna, you know, take those games easy. I usually take them like if I was a professional player. I love gaming, so yeah. So please support me, like, comment, subscribe, hit the little notification icon so you can see when new ones come up. Tell your buddies about it. You can friend me. DinDanMex is my my gamer tag. Mighty1986 is my Smurf account. So in the meantime, until I think it's the 15th, I'm gonna be on this account. So hopefully you guys enjoy. But good fight, good night, bye.